Well, you know, with all the coverage of the recent college bribery admission scandal, all eyes have been on the admission process, and for good reason. So here to talk a little bit about the process, the scandal, and about her new gate system that helps college applicants get in the right way is college admissions expert Pamela Donnelly. Pamela, nice to have you here.
Nice to be here.
This has been, I'm sure, a shock to the system. You're in the business of assisting families to get their kids into school, but there's a right way and a wrong way. This went wrong on so many levels.
Yes, and I think it's the tip of the iceberg. There's been a lot of corruption for a lot of years, and we're really glad to see this now coming out so we can help students the right way.
So I don't want to emphasize so much about what happened there because it's been, you know, bandied about. So let's talk about this gate college system that you've created. Tell me a little bit how that process works and how students can get involved.
We are so excited to invite districts like San Diego, USD, and Sweetwater, and the others in this area to understand that there is now a software that can come into the public schools to help students through a 4-year step-by-step process to get into the right college, right? This should not be for sale to the highest bidder. This should be something that every kid, I was a first-generation student myself, that's why I created this. So GATE is an acronym, it stands for grades, applications, testing, and essays, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, a step-by-step process, and these kids are able to then have everything they need, including their test prep and their essays and all of those different components in a holistic approach. The districts that have been doing this so far in 7 states across the country are just loving the results.
Is it an expensive process?
No, it's not. I mean, listen, the districts get this really cheap, right? This is like $28 a student a year. It's, it's like a third of the cost of a textbook, right? So, no, the most important piece to remember is the merit-based financial aid, right? Because what is the #1 fear, right? The #1 fear is, I can't aspire to college because I don't have a lot of money in my family. Well, merit-based financial aid is a direct result of having a high GPA, the right test scores, and the right essays. So the G, the T, and the E, right? It's like if you've got the right process in place, kids can get $40,000 and sometimes a full ride to college. And when you tell a kid in 8th or 9th grade, hey, guess what? That's possible. Even though you're first gen, all of a sudden they're like, I'm motivated. I can do this. And that's what we get excited to see, is to help kids who don't feel like they have those advantages.
Well, and the mistake that we make is that we don't start early enough with them. We only start to talk about college with our kids in maybe 11th grade.
Oh, that's a terrible mistake. The horse left the barn, right? You're like a 2.2 GPA, and now you're going to make them feel bad that they can't pass a test. It's like, get them young. And yeah, we're very excited that that's exactly what GATE does.
How important is college and university now?
Ooh, controversial question. You know, I would say that it's very, very important if you want to have $1.7 million in additional income over the course of a lifetime, according to what the data shows. There are many career paths. Listen, 73% of kids statistically can and probably should be aiming toward a 4-year college degree. The problem is many of them don't persist. Even community college kids, right now the statistic is 28% of them that go into a community college make it persisting to a 4-year degree. So we do have to do better in shoring up those foundational skills. That needs to start in the 9th grade, which is why getting something in place like this kind of program is really, really important.
You know, the whole process can be intimidating, and this is why I think a lot of people reach out to experts like yourselves and others who can help families get through this process, especially if they're very focused on their young person getting to university or to community college. But the whole process can be very intimidating. How do you break that intimidation?
You have to talk real. You have to be honest with people. Listen, my parents didn't have college degrees. I talk very openly to parents. My books that I have are written to the parents to help them understand that there's a process for them. We don't want them being little helicopters, or what do they call it now, bulldozer parents. That's not useful. Let your young person become independent, not codependent on you. However, making sure that that intimidation factor doesn't have to be economic. Listen, money is driving this. It drove the scandal. It's driving the problems where there's this disconnect between who can aspire and who can't. When we fix this at the public school level, it's a policy issue. It's a paradigm issue. We are now in a time when ed tech can shift the entire landscape, and I am committed. Boy, I'm on a mission. I'm excited because kids who grow up with awesome parents like I did who just don't know how to help them, they should know when they drop their kid off at the front door of that public school that they're going to get everything they need that a wealthy kid kid would also have.
And so I understand the parent's responsibility. What about the young person's responsibility, the student?
You better be ready to compete. Listen, it's not, nobody's giving you a free ride. Nobody gave me a free ride.
There's your book, 4 Keys to College Admission Success. Pick up this book or check out your website is gatecollegesystem.com/learn. Great to have you here, Pamela.
It's wonderful to be here. Thank
Great
you so
advice.
much.
We'll look forward to seeing what else happens here.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild new world.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. All right.